It's your boy Crypto Blood. How you guys doing this morning? It is August 4th and this is my 2 Satoshis. A huge announcement that happened yesterday, and when it came across my desk, I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is yet another step in the wrong direction, in my opinion, but I knew that this was going to happen. It was inevitable. So as you know, as Bitcoin matures, I knew we were going to head in this direction, and that is the Winklevoss twins have sealed a deal with the CBOE. And for those that don't know who the CBOE is, it's the Chicago Board Options Exchange. They handle and facilitate pretty much most of the futures and options that you know about in the financial markets. I used to trade through a third party to the CBOE all the time, trading futures FX options and binary options on FX. So I'm familiar with, you know, the CBOE. And actually, I had a chance to go a few years ago. I had a chance to go to the CBOT in Chicago, and had a chance to get on the floor. So that was awesome. That was really neat experience. I don't know if it was I can't remember if it was actually CBOE or I think it was CBOE. Yeah, it was neat. It was pretty neat. Smaller than what it looks like on TV, but it was nice. It was nice. But at any rate, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But yeah, so the Winklevoss twins, who own or founded the Gemini exchange for Bitcoin and other altcoins, have clicked up with them, and the deal is just about complete. It's believed to be finalized in the next coming weeks, but essentially that's going to allow Bitcoin to be traded as a futures, like security, almost like a futures contract. And I'm sure options and stuff will be involved on more of a larger scale, allowing institutional traders and companies to really get their hands on Bitcoin. I personally don't like this. I think that, you know, now we're bringing in that price manipulation heavy, big time. It's coming. And so what that's going to do, in my opinion, is, you know, they're going to be able to kind of start controlling the price of Bitcoin once the people with real money use the CBOE as the official price versus some of the exchanges. And what will happen is the exchanges that we know of today will start to kind of chase that number, or be somewhere around there, because it's going to be a futures number. So, you know, it's going to probably always be, the price is always going to be a little higher than spot, because that's how futures markets work. But still, they're going to be able to kind of manipulate it like they do equities and everything else. So let me know your feelings about that. You know, how do you feel about Bitcoin futures hitting the market very soon for institutional traders and companies? You know, futures are good. They're needed. They're necessary, and they're not all you know, manipulated. But we know that, you know, once you expose an asset to these types of markets, the only direction it's going is manipulation. We see it in silver, we see it in gold, we see it in commodities across the board. We see it in indices, you know, Dow futures, S&P futures, all of those. We see it. We see the manipulation. So let me know your thoughts on that. And do you think that's a good move for Bitcoin as a whole, as a community? And do you think this was how can I put this? Do you think Satoshi Nakamoto's vision for Bitcoin was to go into this direction with derivatives and futures? I don't think so. I think it was supposed to stay decentralized, and we're seeing more and more moves away from that. We're becoming more centralized with Bitcoin, and so if Bitcoin is manipulated, so too the altcoins in one form or another. So let me know your thoughts on that. Second thing I wanted to talk to you about, yesterday I saw a video come across Big Swear saying he's closing the comments for his videos on YouTube. He said that the trolls are just getting out of control. He doesn't want to fight with them anymore. And I guess he did a poll with his newsletter subscribers, Road to Ruta, and it was a resounding yes, close the comments. And so man, I don't know if I would have done that, but again, I don't have 13,000 subscribers like Big Swear does. And this comes a few days after, or a day or so after, J-Snip4 got into it with the guy from YouTube. They were supposed to have like a debate kickoff, and it never happened, and the guy backed out, and all this crazy stuff. Some Silver Gold Man, I think his name is. So do you think going the approach of Big Swear, closing the comments, is the right thing to do, or do you think allowing the comments to stay open and engaging with these trolls somewhat like J-Snip4 does? Which direction do you think is the best? Love to know your thoughts on that. I think you should just leave it open and just ignore them, or let your followers kind of handle them. But maybe it gets to a point where it's disruptive. So love to know your thoughts on that. Like this video, comment below as well on those questions that I posed. Also, if you do subscribe, please click that bell to make sure you get every video, an alert for every video that I do. Secondly, make sure you get on Steam It. I do articles on there on a daily basis. I'm on Twitter and on Instagram, and those are linked as well in my profile. Last but not least, you know I gotta squeeze this in here. Join us on the Webbot Telegram chat room. We're having a blast in there. It's gonna be crazy. Not J-Snip4. Clif High has a new Webbot Alta report coming out on the 8th of August. Coming up a few days now, and it's gonna be cracking in that chat room. I already know it. So make sure you join beforehand, and we're having a great time. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Holla.